I didn't tell you what I said in my book.
What did you say in your book?
I said that, because my dad was a school teacher and didn't make a lot of money, and the fall Baldwin boys started making money a lot, like hundreds of thousands of dollars very quickly. You know how fast you can make money.
Yeah.
And then millions and millions and millions.
Yeah.
Whatever. Right? So when I started making a lot, I started using cocaine.
Okay.
Cocaine was my drug of choice.
Couldn't tell from this interview.
Back in the... That was very funny. Back in the day.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
So in my book, after I had gotten sober, I reflected upon that and said that I had snorted enough cocaine in a 5-year period, which is the only time I drank out of high school, and then I stopped 5 years later because I was bad.
You snorted out of high school?
I snorted an 8-ball at my high school prom.
An 8-ball?
Yeah.
How are you alive?
Well, praise Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
An 8-ball at the prom?
So wait.
Isn't that expensive?
So in my book, I say in that 5-year period, I snorted enough cocaine to send a small third world country into anaphylactic shock, but which was pretty accurate.
Does that come from
depending
cocaine?
on the small third world? What?
Does that come from cocaine anaphylactic?
Yeah. Well, look. I started working as a waiter in New York City after I met my wife. I started auditioning like we were talking about. As a waiter working at Tavern on the Green, dude. The other busboys.
Dude, fucking legendary
Yeah,
Baldwin brothers worked at the legendary spots. I mean, Studio 54.
I was just a busboy.
Tavern on the Green. Like, these are the spots of the elite.
Yeah.
But you got right. No, it is.
The Hustlers, dog. What up?
You're the Hustlers. They were the elite. You're right there, and some fucking rich MILF wants to fucking bang you.
You have to help me write a script.
Bang out the busboy.
About when I went to this teen disco with my boys on weekends when we were in high school, like I'm talking 10th grade, we went to a teen disco, like when it was the height of Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever, but it's not 10 years later.
Right.
But yeah. Dude, let's go back to
the disco scene.
Let's go back to the 8-ball.
What about the 8-ball?
Why would a 12th grader at his prom need to do a Tony Montana size of drugs in Massapequa, New York?
If my phone was here right now, I'd call Alec
What?
so he can answer this.
Okay, look. Alec would. What did Alec?
Alec would explain.
What would Alec have to do with it?
No, Alec would go like this. He'd go just like this. Jamie, you're right about the Tony Montana reference, right? He'd say, you remember Tony Montana had a sidekick, remember? Yeah. Remember the sidekick? Little drug hit, the one that was worse with drugs.
Oh, yes. Mano. Shoot that piece of shit. Mano. He had Mano.
Which was Steve, what's his name?
Oh, Weber? No. Steve. I know him. Oh, he looks great. He's like 65 years old.
He goes to all the autograph things, too. It'll come to me.
Yeah, Steve. Stephen Bauer.
Who whispered in your ear?
I don't know. Is he Jewish?
I don't think so.
No. Stephen Bauer, legend.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then he had a problem with cocaine for many years after that film, actually.
Who
Bauer.
did? He did?
Bauer. Then he got sober.
Okay.
Then he got sober.
No way. So they were fucking doing method. Why? I still don't know why a 12th grader from Massapequa, New York, needs to do an 8-ball of coke.
Because you don't understand where I was from.
Well, your dad was a teacher.
Yeah, bro, it wasn't freaking,
your brothers you're all good-looking guys. You're athletic.
Right,
Who's doing coke then?
Everyone.
In the suburbs of New York?
Yes.
How'd you get it?
Yes. Oh, gosh, from little guys took the train from New York City.
Why would you need to do it then? You're just going to class.
No, I said the prom. I didn't do it
Okay,
to go
but
to class.
like cocaine in the 80s in Hollywood, if you talk to some of the people that were here,
yeah,
because I got here in the late 80s, they said it was on the table when you'd have a meeting.
Right.
If you did a little espresso, remember how you did a little espresso before this pod started?
Yeah.
You do a little toot.
Right.
And you talk about the script. And that was just, which I don't judge. In the 70s, it was weed. If you talk to people from the 70s, they go, yeah, you smoke a joint, you talk about it. The 80s, it was a little toot. Nothing wrong with it. Okay? But that makes sense because it's the music and the acting business. You're in high school, at the end of high school. Why are you doing toots? Makes no sense. It's not like it's the Oscar night. It's not like you're at the Playboy Mansion.
Are we going to do like an intervention that should happen like 35 years ago?
Was the whole family tooting? Were they the bald?
Alex
wait,
sober
were
now.
they the bald? Wait,
Daniel's
are you ready?
sober
Were
now.
they the 8 Baldwin brothers?
Yeah, we were the eight ball brothers. Yeah, we were the 8 ball brothers. Kind of, sort of, but not bad. You know, we were. Listen,
Is everyone sober?
I think Billy might have
Billy
a beer
still-
once in a while.
Billy likes to
might,
take
yeah.
a little toot.
Billy,
Billy likes to toot. No, these are jokes, Billy. So that's wild to me. I'm glad you're sober.
Callie's sober, bro.
Which
Callie's
is,
sober.
oh, I got back to that because
Callie's sober.
they subsequent it.
Callie's sober.
Do you know what I mean by that? They
No.
subsect it. They go, Cali sober, so you're basically saying you do CBD. Okay. But then people are like,
I use full spectrum.
full. But then people are like, I'm Encino sober. And that means you could do CBD with like a Valium. It's just to sleep. Or I'm Tarzana sober.
Yeah, I can't take Valium.
And it's like, I'm going to do CBD and a Valium. And I can just do red wine. Like, it's just hilarious that people just push the fucking goalposts.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's hilarious.
But I really just use
There's
CBD.
no judgments, bro.
But alcohol and any of that, I can't do any of the other stuff. I can't. If I drank alcohol, I'd be a dead man in 5 minutes.
Alcohol lowers your vibrations.
Alcohol affects your central nervous system.
Yeah.
So, depending on who you are, it's not good.
It ain't good.
Yeah.
I
can't hold my liquor, so I'm just better off without it.
Yeah.
So now I live by always thinking, never drinking. See? You like that one?
I love that. Wait, now your lineage continues with your daughters.
Yeah.
And one of your daughters, am I allowed to bring that up?
A little.
Yeah, I don't want to if you don't want to.
Not much.
I wasn't going to.
Well, it's just because, they're operating on a certain frequency.
Yeah.
And because, this is why I love you. Because.
I'll shut up.
Nope. This is why I love you, because you understand that side of this nonsense of this existence.
Yeah.
So
they're rarest of air right now.
Well, yeah. So my number 2,
mm-hmm.
the Hales.
Mm-hmm.
She's cool, dude. She's a very cool person.
Mm-hmm.
And she's taking care of him.
Mm-hmm.
He's making more music,
mm-hmm.
Quietly.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that already.
Mm-hmm.
And she's running a cosmetics company, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, that company's doing.
What's her company?
Rhode, RHODE.
That's amazing.
My wife's middle name.
That's beautiful.
Very sweet.
So you're
and Haley's middle name, actually.
Oh, that's beautiful. Because you married a Brazilian supermodel.
No.
Your wife is a Brazilian supermodel.
No. She looks
like a Brazilian supermodel.
Correct.
What did she do? Was she an actress?
Dude, it was the coolest thing. I met her on the Crosstown 79th Street bus. That's how we met.
Okay.
And I sat right in front of her like this. I was like, hey, what's up? She was like, I literally said to her, hey, I've been trying to get your attention and you won't look at me. So I just wanted to say, either you naturally look wealthy and beautiful, or you're just like a model or something like that.
Yeah.
I said, like, I can't figure out why you look so naturally beautiful. And she had this little portfolio, but it was for her art school. She was going to Parsons.
Oh, that's
so I say, are you a model? And she goes, watch, because she'd been ignoring me for like 15 minutes on the bus. So she's looking out the window and she goes, oh, no, I'm a student at Parsons. Watch. Right back out the window, right? So now I'm like, come on. I'm trying to do my best Vinnie Barbarino here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's not talking to me.
Can you do Vinnie Barbarino?
What?
Where? Hawaii.
You do it better though, bro.
No, you do.
No. Let me ask you something, Mr. Carter. Like you got to get the cadence right. You gotta,
Hawaii. Hawaii. Just give him a plate of tacos or something. Remember that? I forget. Go ahead.
What about Horseshack?
You met your wife on a bus.
I miss Horseshack.
34 years. Can I ask you a question? Your other daughter, is she in the business?
She has modeled.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't anymore. She's a mom of my granddaughter Iris,
Mm-hmm.
the most fabulously intergalactic human being ever.
And that's your only grandchild.
My only grandchild.
And
But I'm the youngest Baldwin brother, right?
Yeah, yes.
So it's like that other thing we talked, like the dog years again.
yes. And was your mother a teacher?
I was a grandparent before Alec was.
Wow.
How trippy is that?
Wow.
But Alec has had 27 kids in 5
Yeah,
minutes. He's
yeah.
been a busy boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's riding. He's riding.
Yeah.
He's galloping.